Consistency model in DynamoDB is almost similar to S3. As we all know, DynamoDB replicates data to multiple data centers across multiple AZs in a region. There are two consistency models, eventual consistency and strong consistency. This is our DynamoDB table, which is stored in multiple partitions, and each partition is replicated across multiple data centers or AZs like this. So this is a different AZ and it contains partition 1. This is the first replication of partition 1. This is the second replication of partition 1 in a different AZ. When data is written to a single partition, that is replicated across all the AZs. If application wants to read this data, DynamoDB will select some random number of data centers which has this data as this. See, the second AZ does not have the updated data because it has not been replicated yet from this partition. So DynamoDB will select the most updated data from here. Suppose data is not replicated in the third AZ also, and if these two AZs were selected, then application would have got stale data or old data. In case of strong consistency, if you want to read the same data, then all replication partitions would be tallied and the most updated data would be returned. In this case, ABC. Concept of consistency is not exactly similar as that of S3. I said initially that scaling can be done at table level. Scaling can be handled using throughput here. While creating a table, throughput capacity can be provisioned in terms of reads and writes. Read capacity unit is for reading data from tables. It is used to provision capacity at table level to handle read workloads. We define RCU at table level while creating it. You can modify it later on also. How much RCU should we provision? For that, we need to know the definition of RCU. For strong consistent reads, 1 RCU is equal to 1 read per second for item size up to 4 kilobytes. For example, if your item size is say 3 kilobytes, then to read 1 item per second, you will need 1 RCU. What if you want to get a throughput of 100 items per second, each item size being 4 KB? Then you will have to provision 100 RCUs. We'll see a few more examples shortly. For eventual consistent reads, 1 RCU is equal to 2 reads per second for item size up to 4 kilobytes or 1 read per second for item size from 4 to 8 kilobytes. Write capacity unit is simpler as opposed to RCU. 1 WCU is 1 write per second for item size up to 1 kilobyte. You cannot get unlimited RCU or WCU. AWS puts some soft limit on them. Anyway, you can get them increased by raising a case with AWS. In North Virginia, the maximum RCU and WCU which you can get per table is 40,000, and per account you cannot have more than 80,000 RCU and WCU. In other regions, you cannot have more than 10,000 RCU and WCU per table and 20,000 RCU and WCU per account. If application tries to use capacity more than what you have provisioned, then this exception or error is returned, which is provisioned throughput exceeded exception. Let's see some examples now. Suppose I have an application whose requirement is something like this. It needs 9,338 strongly consistent reads per second, 5,000 writes per second, and average item size they have said would be 10 kilobytes. How much RCU and WCU should be provisioned while creating this table? The way to calculate RCU and WCU is to find out the RCU or WCU needed for a single item. Once you get that, multiply that RCU and WCU with the total number of requirements. So in this case, RCU needed to read 1 item per second would be 10 by 4, that is equal to 3. Actually it's 2.5. The nearest integer is 3. So RCU needed to read 9338 items per second would be 9338 into 3, which comes out to be 28014, which is only possible in North Virginia region. So as I said, first you find out the RCU needed to read 1 item per second and then multiply that with the total number of required reads per second. Similar is the case of WCU. WCU needed to write one item per second would be 10 by 1, which is pretty straightforward. That is equal to 10. WCU needed to write 5,000 items would be 5,000 into 10, which is equal to 50,000. This is not possible anywhere because you have a soft limit of 40,000 until unless you increase the soft limit with the help of AWS support.